I tend to try to record discussions like this. So today is 9/9/20, and the question that we've got is, what makes a living thing? What makes something a living thing? What is something that anything that's living would have or do? And there are no wrong answers because right now we're brainstorming. So we're going to put everything up, and then we'll start discussing and narrowing and sort of winnowing. So what do all living things have? My handwriting is really terrible and I'm going fast. What do all living things have? I don't have anything on here yet. So let's see. Can I see private comments? I don't know. View assignments. Anybody is welcome to. Who's got one? What do you think, Zane? Okay, so we've got, and I'm going to put, we'll do that. So a brain. What else? Go ahead, Kristen. I'm sorry? Breathe. They have to breathe, okay. What else? What do you think, Blake? The ability to die. Okay. Able to die. What else do we have? And again, you can do it in the classroom as a private comment. If you're able to get into the chat, you can do that. If I can view the chat. Oh, it's a fun day. It's a fun day. I'm actually happy the technology is working as well as it has. What else do we have, Kristen?
They need like nutrition, like something to eat.
Okay. Nutrition. Eat. Anybody else got one? What do all living things have in common, have to do, have to have? It's a pretty short list so far. Okay. Oh, I should disable the notifications. Okay. Now, how do I see the private comment? Well, that's a great question, Moser. I don't know how I see the private comment. Okay. We've got a few of them between the back channel and the classroom. Okay. So, ability to move. Able to, well, let's see. Able to breathe. Okay, we kind of have that already, so. But we'll put like a mark up here because somebody else said able to breathe. Anybody else? What else do we have? That's it? What do you think, Blake? Use and preserve energy. We'll do that as two, okay? So, use energy, preserve energy. I like preserve energy. What else do we have, Jim?
Ability to multiply.
Ooh, I like that. Ability to multiply. Okay. What else do we have? We've got some back channel stuff going. Got some classroom stuff going. What else? When you think of a living thing, what do they have to be able to do? What do you think, Zane?
Heal itself.
What?
Heal itself.
Heal itself? Okay. My writing gets better if I zoom in. What else? So we've got ability to multiply, heal itself, have a brain, breathe, able to die, use nutrition, eat. Okay, so a brain, And we've got some back channel comments coming in. Okay, so we've got have a brain, and somebody else says have parts. Okay, we'll look at what that means later. And we've got have a heart. Oh, we already had brain. Okay. Have a heart. And have multiple parts. Yes, ma'am.
It has to adapt to their environment.
Okay. Has to adapt to environment. Okay. What else? What are we missing? Am I missing anything? I feel like we could go on with this for a long time. I feel like there's a whole lot of stuff we could say. What else? All living things have or do. Have a brain, breathe, are able to die, take in nutrition or eat, are able to move, use energy, preserve energy, are able to multiply, are able to heal themselves, have a heart, have multiple parts, can adapt to their environment. Okay, Blake? Has, I'm sorry?
Needs and goals.
Has needs and goals, okay. I'll put that down as two separate ones, because when we go through our process of elimination, we're going to start whittling these down, so I want each item to be as specific as possible. Okay? What do all living things have or do? What else we got here? What do you think, Benjamin?
Sleep.
Sleep? Okay. What else? We'll also go through a process of condensing some of these. So, we might have some that actually are kind of saying similar things. What else do we have? What do you think, Kristen?
Like the eliminating one?
We're not ready to eliminate anything yet. We're going to get everything on the table, and then we'll start flicking them off the table. What do you think, Trenton? Okay, have some kind of digestive system. There's a wonderful children's book called Everything Poops, or Everyone Poops. As a biology teacher mom, that was a big favorite of mine. Okay, what else? Systems. No, just system. Singular. What else we got? Yes, ma'am. And Elena.
Instincts.
Instincts. Okay. That was actually me testing you on your name, as well as I couldn't hear you. But okay, instincts. That you are Elena. Good. Yay, point for me. In the imaginary game. What do you think, George? The ability to move and transfer items.
Yeah, like in your body, how you know, like veins and stuff.
Okay, so let's see, how would we put that? So, able to move items internally? Would that work?
Sure.
Okay. I like that. What else? What else we got? Have we covered it all? Is there anything we're missing? You guys are doing a really good job with this. I haven't had a group come up with this good a list in a long time. You guys are good. It's going to be a good year. Anything? Let me check the back channel here. Okay. Anything else? What else we got? Anything else we want to add? Going once. Going twice. We satisfied? Okay, sold. So now, what we're going to do, I'm going to take all of this. The amazing thing about Siri, I can hold my little stylus down. I can select a bunch of stuff. Well, I accidentally got the letter from the line above it. I can copy it, I can move to a new slide, and I can paste the whole darn thing. So I've got a clean slide with all my information on it. This is great for doing illustrations and drawings. We'll use it a lot this year. Okay, so here are the rules. Standing back up on my chair. Ah! Okay. Yeah.
Do you have like tweezers, like longer?
Nope,
No?
I don't. Check with Jody downstairs.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all you have to do to knock one off the list is come up with a single example of a living thing that doesn't have that or do that. You gotta be nice. No, like, that's so stupid, I can't believe you thought blah, blah, blah. Ah! But if you say, well, do blanks do blank? If the answer is no, out it goes. If you, oh, hold on, Kristen, I know you're excited. Hold on, Natalie. If you think that two of these things are really describing the same thing, you can say, could we condense that? Is that saying the same thing? And the person who suggested one of them might say, no, that's different. And that's okay. This is a discussion. Okay, so Natalie, since I haven't heard much from you, can you think of one that you want to knock off?
A Venus flytrap is alive, but it really can't multiply and produce.
Okay. Can it?
I don't think everything has to have the ability to multiply.
Okay. Well, let's discuss. Has anybody here ever planted a seed? Okay. Anybody got a garden? What are seeds? Potential plants. So do plants multiply? Do they have babies?
I guess, but what I mean is it actually can't produce on its own. That's what I mean.
Oh, ooh, Natalie, you are getting an awesome distinction there. Oh my gosh. You are getting a fantastic distinction. I'll give you a quarter or a lollipop later. I'm not saying you're completely right, but I'm really glad you said that. Okay. So, well, here's what we're really asking. Do trees have sex?
No.
Oh, children, I am about to ruin everything for you. Actually, no, I'm about to exponentially improve your lives. Really, if it comes down to it. Anybody live with pine trees? We just had 3 big pine trees next to our house that were cut down last summer. I was really sad to see them go. My hammock was under them. I actually cried a little bit when they cut them down, but they had to go. They were threatening some structures. And in the spring, every day I would go outside and my car was covered with tree sperm. That yellow dust that the pine trees produce. What's the other word for it? Pollen. It's pollen. Sap's a whole different beast. That's tree blood. So, if you have pine trees, and in the spring you go out and there's yellow dust all over everything, you can walk back in the house and go, Mom, my car's covered in sperm again. And after you've picked your mother up off the floor and resuscitated her, you can say, Mom, I'm talking about the pollen. Ugh, what did you think I meant? Oh, Mom. I'm sure she'll love it. Don't tell her I told you to do it, please. Anyway, do trees have sex? Of course they do. They're having sex all over the place every spring. Really? Oh my God, the woods are so dirty. Yeah. So, are they doing it on their own? That's the question. No. But we don't think about that. And that's every single year. And you were the brave one who brought it up. So seriously, you get a lollipop if I can find them again. I can't find my box. But anyway, so can plants multiply? Can they reproduce? Okay. Great point. But we don't get to knock that one off. So let's try another one. All you have to do is think of one living thing that you're aware of that doesn't do the thing that's up there or have it. What do you think?
I don't think plants sleep.
Oh, that's good. Do they sleep? Okay. So definitely not in the way that we do and other mammals do and other animals do. Do plants have different phases of activity? Yeah, they do. But they don't sleep as we know it. So how many of you would agree we could knock sleep off? Okay. I'm with you on that. So we're going to take sleep and get rid of it. All right. What's next on the chopping block, Trenton?
Plants don't have instincts, really.
Okay, do plants have instincts? Who here has picked a tomato recently? My garden is overflowing. Do they flinch? Do they try to run away when you go for them? No, thank God.
No, but plants have the instinct to reproduce. They have the instinct to create energy from the sun.
Is that an instinct?
Yeah, because they don't have a brain to think about it. It's something that is do naturally.
But again, what's an instinct?
Something that you do naturally.
Hmm.
All humans have the instinct to eat without thinking. We have the instinct to breathe and drink. All plants have the instinct to create energy through sun and photosynthesis and to take in water to make energy.
Okay. So you're saying they do that without having to consciously consider it, just like your heart is beating without you having to control it. Your lungs, your diaphragm is going up and down. You're breathing without having to think about it. You know what? Let's do something. We're going to actually go to what's the heat? Well, there's a lot of it contained in the seeds, yeah, because if you get a whole mouthful of jalapeno seeds, that hurts.
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin, the chemical, where's the chemical kept?
I was gonna say something about grass.
Okay, hold on one second, we're getting there. I bet I know what you're going to say. Okay, the capsaicin is inside cells. So it releases the capsaicin because when you bite into it and chew on it, you burst those cells. Have you ever had little popping pearls where you bite them and they go? When you bite those pepper cells, you release the capsaicin. Nose is covered, folks. I see a few noses. Thank you. So I would say that releasing the capsaicin is not an instinct. It's just you're breaking open the container it's in. Okay, grass.
When you cut grass, the smell of cut grass is the grass basically screaming in pain.
Yes, the alarm chemicals. So is that an instinct, though, or is that a physiological response?
I just thought it was a fun fact.
It is a fun fact. I know. It's an awesome fact.
Response to getting cut though.
Well, but is it a physiological response or a behavioral reaction? It's a very fine line.
Yeah.
I would actually argue that it's a physiological response. It can't help it. It's not, reacting. I would argue that it is, in fact, a physiological response. It's just a physical response. It's not behavioral. It's not mediated by the brain. Well, grass doesn't have a brain. We know that. Okay. What do we think about instincts? Have we concluded that all living things don't have them? Or have we... Because we don't have to prove that they do. We just have to prove they don't. Who would say we should knock instincts off the list? Who would say it stays for now? Okay. Anybody saying it stays? Okay. Some of you are too chicken to take a position. I can't tell. Okay. We're going to knock it off for right now. What else we got? We're going to end up continuing this tomorrow. Yes?
I feel like everything doesn't have a brain.
Okay. So name me one living thing without a physical brain.
Like, do plants have brains?
Done. Nope. Neither do bacteria. But that's okay. Now, do plants have some kind of sensory system? Yeah. Fun fact, my bachelor's degree is actually in biology, not in teaching. And my favorite, I used to always say, some of my best friends have no backbones because I did all the entomology classes, that's bug classes that you could take because I love bugs. My 7-year-old is probably the only child in the universe who every time somebody sees a bug goes, oh, Mom, can you identify this? Yes, I can. Usually. Insects don't have one brain. They have what are called nervous ganglions. It's like they've got a bunch of little nerve cords running through their bodies, and every so often there's a little knot where a bunch of nerves come together. So you'll sometimes see, like, fun fact, grasshoppers have 32 brains. Well, they have 32 little bundles of nerves spread out along their body. But yeah, so not everything has what we would consider a brain. Mammals do. Us and dogs and cats and deer and foxes and, fish do. Birds do. Reptiles and amphibians do. But not everything does. So all vertebrates have a brain. Okay, so we knocked off brain. We are going to end up, I'm going to pause this. We're going to continue this discussion tomorrow. So here's the deal. I post this, and you should go home and think a little bit about examples to knock things off the list. We're going to come up with a conclusive list tomorrow, and then we start the sort of bookwork stuff. This will be posted to my YouTube channel.